I actually moved every 3 to 5 years when I was growing up, so it's hard to say exactly where I'm from, but I can claim Kentucky as my home state, and that's really where my kind of abolition roots took hold. Although, the first time I really thought about the death penalty issue was when I was 12 years old. I was in 7th grade in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I was supposed to dance in the Christmas production of our school performing arts magnet program, and the girl who was supposed to be the lead dancer was murdered along with her sister and mother by their father, who then committed suicide. So that was a fairly a traumatic event. And then a month later, there was this horrible mass murder in Arkansas. This man by the name of Ronald Gene Simmons killed 15 members of his family, and it took 3 to 4 days for them to realize what had happened, where the bodies were. And for some reason my parents let me read the newspaper, and I was just riveted by this horrible story. And I remember thinking very distinctly that this man did not deserve to be alive, that he actually should get the death penalty, which he did. But my thinking on the issue obviously evolved, and as a teenager I became really much more interested in civil rights and international human rights, and started to educate myself through joining Amnesty International. And through Amnesty I started to receive all sorts of urgent actions on cases of inmates facing execution. I also read a cheesy John Grisham book, The Chamber, which really actually forced me to think about the issue from the perspective of the inmates, and just that whole process that they go through leading up to their execution, which I realized was a form of torture. The whole idea of how disgusting it was to have to pick your last meal and say your goodbyes, or just the really programmed way in which they knew every detail about their death, just really horrified me. And so it was really through Amnesty that I became interested in the death penalty issue. But still my main interest was the international part of international human rights, and was working on human rights violations in China and Nigeria and Kenya, and places that had much worse records, I thought, than the United States.